This episode of the Nerd Corporation podcast may contain spoilers and explicit language. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, this is Jay Muse, Jay from Jay and Silent Bob, and you're listening to the Nerd Corporation podcast. Snooch to the nooch, you cock smokers. Snoochie boochies.
Welcome to the Nerd Corporation.
What up, everybody? It's Saturday, and you know what that means.
Nudie Inauguration Day.
Nudie Inauguration Day.
Nudie Inauguration Day.
Welcome, President Joe Biden.
You had that one cocked back, didn't you?
Well, it came to me like right before. I was like, oh, perfect.
Welcome to episode 111. Oh yeah, one of them. New year, new Nerd Corp. We're just gonna shoot the shit, talk about what we did and what transpired over our hiatus. Things that we missed, things that we have done, and all that. One piece of nerd news I do want to talk about, though, like really quick, is that HBO Max has picked up the rights to the Batman animated series, and they're going to be releasing a new series, a new Batman the animated series.
Interesting.
Nice.
And what was it? It was on one of Kevin Smith's podcasts.
Yeah.
And so it highly speculative that he's involved.
I mean, I would be surprised if he wasn't.
Yeah, because somebody was talking about it, and he's just sitting there, like, with his hand on his face, just smiling, like, really high. He goes, I can't tell you what I know, but I know that I've known it a month before you just told me this.
Yeah.
So, I hope he is involved.
That would be
know
cool
if
as shit.
Conroy and Hamill are involved?
I don't know.
I mean, you would hope so.
As long as
if it's a continuation or,
yeah,
you know.
As long as they're involved, them too, like, I don't care who else they use to recast.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just give me Conroy and Hamill.
I'm curious to know, like, the quality of this. Because normally I would look at this and be like, hey, don't touch it. Because that original run is so good.
It's iconic, dude.
Yeah, but they brought back Animaniacs, and that's good. Like, that's way good.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a shot in the pan. Like, that's...
Well, true. I mean...
Like that,
it
that had no reason
usually
to be good.
usually goes wrong a lot more often than it goes right.
Yeah,
but
that's my only thing.
I was thinking about that at work the other day and how it's on Hulu now. Hulu is owned by Disney, and they're Warner Media, which is owned by HBO Max now.
Huh.
So it's weird that they're streaming on Hulu.
There's got to be some kind of rights thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just some crazy rabbit hole of rights. And
Plus Hulu's like a lot more accessible, I think.
Well, and it's cheaper too.
Yeah,
it's like one of the cheapest.
Right, so like more people have access to Hulu than they would like an HBO Max.
Well, if Netflix keeps raising their fucking prices, then more and more people are going to go to Hulu.
That's so wild.
T-Mobile pays for mine,
so yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely sticking with HBO Max because that's where the Doctor Who is.
I can't imagine not having HBO Max, especially. Spoiler alert: we had COVID,
right?
And I watched so many fucking movies, and HBO Max was a savior because I pretty much exhausted Netflix and Hulu of like all the good shit to watch, and HBO came in clutch. I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
What?
And dude, yeah, HBO Max has been amazing. Like I binged The Big Bang Theory, and The Big Bang Theory was like what got me through like the first couple of months of my divorce.
Yeah,
like that was like my comfort show.
Yeah,
and now I'm binging Fresh Prince, and
that's right, Fresh Prince is on there.
Yeah, and
fuck.
I'm starting to binge Friends, and it's just
I'm sorry.
For what? I'm having a great time.
Cole hates Friends.
Well, Friends hates Cole.
Pivot! Then Cole doesn't have to watch it.
Pivot!
He says that Seinfeld is better than Friends.
I've never seen Seinfeld.
I love the fuck out of Seinfeld.
It's good,
but that doesn't mean you can't
but
like
it's
Friends.
not. Yeah.
I don't say, hey, I don't like Friends because I like Seinfeld. I just don't like Friends.
No,
I fucking hate
you
Friends.
say, I don't like Friends. I like Seinfeld better.
Well, yeah.
That's what you said.
That's just a scientific fact at this point, is that show is fucking
elitist piece of trash.
So, if you really like Seinfeld, it's also on HBO Max, and I've been watching it, and it's like the funniest shit I've ever seen is Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh God! So we're like waiting for the right time and place to start Curb, because I know that as soon, because it's Larry David, as soon as we start getting into that
now.
Yeah, I know.
It's basically you're just watching like George Costanza, the TV show, Uncut.
Yeah,
that's who George is based off of.
Yeah, it's Larry David.
Yeah.
That show is so. I could go on and on about Seinfeld. We better divert pretty quickly.
Yes, please. No, I don't want to hear about Seinfeld.
We should give a shout out to our dearly departed Ellie.
Yeah.
Yes. Over one of the reasons that we had to take a hiatus was one of our dear and loved podcast dogs, Ellie, passed away, and we miss her very much. This is the first time we've all been together since her passing, and it's not the same without her. So hope you're booping.
Oh, she is. I know that. She's probably annoying the hell out of everyone up there.
Hope there are plenty of walls to lick in doggy heaven.
I hope clouds are more tasty than walls.
Yeah.
You would think so.
Another reason why we had to take a longer bit of a hiatus was because Angela and Cole, you two got COVID.
Yeah, we really couldn't catch a break last month. It fucking sucked.
You guys were just not in a good place.
Yeah, it kind of just sucked constantly and just never really got better.
But I mean, and oh my God, we lost a bunch of people in just these last 2 months.
Yeah.
I mean, John Huber, a.k.a. Luke Harper, he died of a COVID, unrelated, like a non-COVID lung problem.
That was a shocker.
That was.
Yeah, he was, I was just like, whoa. Because, especially, like, now, because in AEW as Brody Lee, he was, like, killing it.
Yeah.
He was I think he had the TNT championship. Yeah. So it was.
Yeah, he kind of just faded away in WWE.
Yeah.
And then eventually, he went over to AEW.
Yeah, I think it was just one of those things where Vince was, not convinced he could be a star.
Right.
And so he just went, fuck you.
He
You
just
can just sit on the sidelines.
Wasn't convinced.
Yeah.
Right.
Convinced.
And that's what's happening, like, all over WWE right now. Keith Lee was going to have this major fucking push.
Like, they'd already started it.
Yeah, and Vince was like, nah, fucking scrap it. And they did the same thing with fucking Ricochet, and they did the same shit with Cedric Alexander. Yeah, the last person that's getting a push right now is Apollo Crews, where he's going through this whole, like, heel turn deal.
Yeah.
With Big E over the Intercontinental title.
So I haven't been watching for, like, the past couple weeks.
So they separated the New Day.
Yeah, right.
I have something to say about SmackDown.
Okay.
Alexa Bliss and Bray Wyatt? What?
Yeah.
Like recently? Like
no,
something
just
different? Or just...
Well, I mean, they had that Inferno match
Yeah.
with Randy, and so, like, Bray's been gone. Like, this whole time he's been gone, so Alexa's been picking up that slack. It's been fucking phenomenal. It's just been one of the best storylines that WWE's put out in a long
I mean,
time.
I do like Alexa Bliss as that sort of not Harlequin, but like
it's just like a child of the corn.
Yeah, I really dig it because it is a little bit Harley Quinn, but like it's not the same thing though.
No,
there's a lot more depth to it, which is really cool.
It's very cool, very very.
She got
cool.
one of them sex tapes out too.
Wow! Oh shit!
What?
Do with that information.
I will.
I think you know what I'll do with that information.
And/or lady. I'm just saying.
But I mean, and then what else has been happening? It's just a bunch of shit. I mean, Cole, you and I took our residence of Vita Island.
Yes, we are. We are now permanent residents. So tell me, what have you downloaded? What have you been playing?
The residents.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you've been playing Jet Set Radio.
Yeah, dude, that's what I've been playing most of.
I totally forgot to tell you that was on there. I knew that you were going to find it eventually.
Yeah.
That shit's on Steam, too.
Yeah.
So I'm playing Jet Set Radio, I'm playing Need for Speed Most Wanted, Wipeout, Hotline Miami. What else was on there that I downloaded Persona 4 Golden.
Yeah, you did.
And I downloaded, pretty much everything that you suggested I downloaded.
Okay.
So it's all just sitting there right now. But yeah, mostly right now what's got my attention is Jet Set Radio, Need for Speed Most Wanted, and Wipeout. Those are the 3 games that I'm rotating through right now.
Have you noticed any weirdness with your OLED?
Mm-mm.
Your screen?
Mm-mm. Is there any with yours?
No. Well, there is some funkiness, but you can really only tell if the room that you're in, because the only times that I notice is, when I woke up, because ever since I had COVID, I do this weird thing where I wake up at, 3 or 4 in the morning, and I just, can't go back to sleep.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because, because we had a nice little vacation. Having that, so...
both times that I had to stay home from work, I wasn't making money, but I was I would just wake up and be like, I don't have to do shit. I can't even leave the basement, technically.
Well, bro, that's something that they don't talk about, at least I haven't seen any, is, how exhausted you are when you have it. You might not even be, really that sick.
Oh, dude, my mom was, she was asleep all the time.
Yeah,
bro, I was going to bed at 7 every night. I didn't even fucking care.
She got the hit by a truck.
Yeah,
she had the cold.
The body aches and the fatigue were.
She had all of that. But my dad, all he had was he couldn't. I don't think he could smell. I think he had taste, but he didn't have smell.
Yeah, anyways, I would wake up randomly. And I'd be like, okay, I'm awake, so I might as well do something. So I'm playing my Vita. And I notice, when I'm in a room that's, pitch black, there's no light there at all. And when it goes to something that's a black screen on my Vita, I'll notice, little things here and there.
Oh, gotcha.
It's just typical OLED burn-in, unfortunately. Right. That's just how it is. But during the day, during any other time when I'm playing, and not only that, when it goes out of black screen, I can't see anything. So when things are actually being portrayed, I can see pretty clearly. It's not really a big deal at all.
Yeah, no, I haven't noticed anything fishy, but I haven't played it in the dark yet, so I don't.
So, did you see that we are getting Fire Force Funkos?
I did not.
What?
No.
Yeah, there's going to be Arthur with sword, Iris, Maki, and Shinra with fire.
Oh, okay.
Rad.
Yeah, I mean, I this is from mid-December, so we might already have them. I don't fucking know.
I'm still waiting on my Back to the Future set.
Dude, I'm still waiting on my regular David and the Chase David from Schitt's Creek. I ordered that back in March.
So I ordered myself, or pre-ordered myself, a Castiel from. It's cool. It's got the wings and everything.
Oh.
But it's not. It's looking at it. It's not supposed to even be available for shipment until end of this month, beginning to middle of next month. I was like,
which I'm more okay with it if I don't see neither one of those pops that I ordered not having been out yet.
Yeah.
But it's been almost a fucking year.
I mean, it depends on where you order it from, because if you're ordering it,
that's where I ordered my.
Yeah, if you're ordering it from a place like that where it's a third party thing, it's not the people who created that Funko, then it can take fucking forever, because they're pretty much the last to get it. So they'll get their stock eventually, but they're just in line waiting for their stock.
Yes.
So you have no fucking idea.
I can tell you exactly when I got it.
Yeah.
Well, when they're going to receive it in to ship out.
Because I got mine in April, and so it's just waiting for each of them to be available. And so the only one that needs to be that's left to be available, because I have the Marty McFly in the morning, right before he's about to play the guitar on that big ass speaker. And then I have Future Marty with the cat.
Oh yeah.
And then Marty with the
Here's a song about a gay guy.
I have Marty with the camcorder, 50s Marty with the skateboard, Doc Brown with the headset, future Doc Brown with the
what the headset? Do you mean like the thing that could read thoughts? Okay.
And then I feature Doc Brown with the yellow suit and the silver glasses, and then 50s Biff. And 50s Biff is the only one that isn't available yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Lame. So you're still just sitting there waiting.
So I'm just waiting, and they're saying that 50s Biff won't be available till like February 6th. So I have to wait until February, and then I have to wait for them to ship the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I placed these on March 28th of 2020.
Yeah, mine was April 20th.
I'm wondering if
2020 probably.
Because the Chase could be like a pre-order, but I also got like a regular David one, and it's like, come on.
Well, you remember the Izuku Midoriya with the lightning around him, the glow-in-the-dark one? That one I ordered, and I don't remember what company it was from, but it was a third-party retailer, and I eventually just thought my money was gone.
Yeah.
It was like $20, so I wasn't too worried about it, but I just thought that, it was a scam, and, I fucked up.
Yeah.
But then, a year and a half later, it shows up. And I was like, all right.
That Chase
came on
David,
the slow boat.
That Chase David was almost $30.
Yeah.
And then I got regular one, and I got a protector for the Chase, so it came to $40.
Yeah. Well, and I was telling the podcast before we started recording, Misty got me a cool ass clear John Cena, the You Can't See Me John Cena.
I see what you did there.
Really cool. Yeah, you can't see me because he's invisible.
You showed us the picture, but it was just a box.
Yeah, it's just a box. There's nothing in it.
So
that would be a really good marketing technique.
Right?
I would buy it.
Just sell a box? That would be amazing. Look, it's John Cena. Yeah. You just can't see it.
But then you actually open it, and it's just a really, really, really hard to see Funko.
That's what it is.
Well,
I'm talking about, they use, military technology where this thing, you cannot fucking see it.
You can't see it, but if you touch it, it's physically there.
There's the form that the plastic that's holding the Funko is there, but there's no Funko in there until you open the fucker and it's there.
My big piece of news.
Yes.
Finally got my PS5!
Yay! Hooray!
After much trial and error.
Oh my god.
And you didn't even have to wait in the cold for 2 days.
I did not. I felt like I was in the cold.
Yeah. You definitely were in the cold.
2 days.
Just a different way.
I'll tell you though, I am never, if I order another thing from GameStop, I'm never checking the app because it did not even update.
Oh no, it does not.
No.
GameStop's tracking does not tell you where your shit's at. If you're even getting it at all.
Yeah.
GameStop's website doesn't even tell me how many points I have. It just says I have 0 always.
Well, there's a reason why it's going the way of the dodo.
Yeah.
I thought they did away with rewards points.
They got away with what did they do?
They changed it.
They changed it pretty drastically.
I'm just waiting for my points to update after this because.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I haven't even checked because I bought 2 PS5s.
Mine still says it's at 11,000, which is what it was originally at. But yeah, I didn't think that they were going to ship those out until even the end of January.
Yeah, because I was thinking that you told us that you weren't getting yours until the beginning of February. I thought that
it was a pre-order. And I swear to God, I saw a shipment date of January 29th. And then day after Martin Luther King Day, fucking here it is. And I'm just like...
That's the best type of mail, though.
Martin Luther King Day.
Oh, and it was my first day off out of 2, so it was
nice.
Perfect fucking timing.
Nice. How's that Demon Souls?
Holy shit.
So kicking your fucking ass.
See, I never played it on PS3.
Yeah.
And so I'm playing it, and I'm sitting here, and I'm like, okay, where the fuck are these bonfires? And I look it up, and they're like,
there's no bonfires.
Oh, there's no bonfires. Yeah. You just, when you kill a boss, that's your checkpoint. Yeah. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I need to jump back into it, because I got pretty far. I beat Phalanx, obviously. And
I just beat him.
I beat Tower Knight? It's the big guy. I beat him. He was a real pain in the ass. And there's actually a trophy, because my dumbass was thinking about platinuming this game. And I saw that there's a trophy for beating Tower Knight without killing all the archers above.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and so I'm sitting here thinking, like, I need to do something like that. Because I really like it. It's fucking gorgeous.
Oh.
Like, there's just... I didn't know that, like... Because I kept thinking, like, during a bunch of the PS4 games that came out last year, I was like, okay, besides, like, The Last of Us, because The Last of Us made it look really good, but I was looking at my TV and I was like, yeah, it's probably time to, like, upgrade, you know? Like, I'm thinking, like, we could probably get something the same size, and you know, we could do not 8K, because that's still ridiculously expensive, but maybe we could do, like, an upgraded version of 4K, and then make sure that it has 120 frames, because my TV says it has 120 frames, but it fucking doesn't.
The one that I'm looking at, even though I just bought this one, and even though it looks perfect on it, but the one that I'm looking at is actually the step up from mine, the 6 series from TCL,
yeah.
And those are, like, $700 a year, 120 hertz.
I might watch to see, because if you get that and it turns out really good, then we might end up doing that.
Oh, hey, by the way, random question. So my sister had this thing that her and her husband have just had for ages.
Yeah.
That is for Steam. It's like it's a little box. It's a Steam Link.
Oh yeah.
Like, is that even useful? Like, is that obsolete at this point?
No, it's not actually. So with those, what you do is you hook the box up to your TV, and then it syncs to your computer.
Well, see, I thought I read something somewhere saying that that's not even necessary to have a physical piece of equipment anymore to do that.
Well, you can hook your computer directly up to the TV, but this is like if you're out of hookup range.
Gotcha.
Then you're basically streaming from the computer to the TV, and you can plug in any controller.
Right. Oh, really?
Yeah. I had one for a minute, but like half the games I had on Steam are like not controller support.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the Steam controller is fucking ridiculously weird. Like,
yeah, the PS5 is fucking. There's so many things on there, but I feel like Demon Souls. It was Demon Souls, and then like parts of Miles Morales, where I'm like, okay, we don't need a new TV. Like, it looks really good.
I know, that's exactly what I thought when I started it up, because the first thing I was doing was I got everything set up, and then I threw Demon Souls in there, and then I was going and finding what games I wanted to re-download, you know? And then I started playing Demon Souls, and like, when you start out, I started spinning the camera around, and I was
like, dude, it's something, because you're sitting there thinking like, okay, like how much better can it get? And it's like, a lot better. Like it's not a joke.
I did go ahead and get playing Miles Morales.
What do you think?
I liked it. I mean, I didn't do a single side quest. I barreled right through the story, so it was very, very short for me because I didn't do anything else.
That was my New Game Plus playthrough, and I was just trying to get that last
trophy.
And it was like straight.
Dude, I beat the game in like probably an hour and a half.
Yeah, it was fun though. I love that story. I love the
such
game.
a good story.
It was, yeah.
It is a good story.
But now I played through Astro's Playroom for the first time, so I'm going back and trying to.
Do you love it?
It's so. Dude, the end of the game when you fight the fucking T-Rex from the PS1 tech demo, I was like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite PS5 game right now.
It's really great.
Well, it's just the love and attention that went into PlayStation's history during that whole game is really something special. Astro's is a very, very pleasant experience from beginning to end.
Oh, and an easy platinum. Cole and I platinumed it within 2 hours.
Yeah, I think I got like 5 trophies earlier today. Just like the ones that you get in the only thing I'm trying to figure out how to do, and I don't know if I need more artifacts, but you have to get on the end of the PSVR aim.
Yeah, you have to have the gun, and then there's another gun, and it's like all the VR equipment.
That makes sense, but yeah, I just loved going through and seeing all the robots like recreating all the games, and like when I saw him dressed up as a hunter from Bloodborne, I was like, oh
yeah, that was fucking dope, dude.
Yeah.
It's been quite the hiatus for sure.
Yo.
But I mean, since we're talking about things that we're playing, we might as well get into a segment of
Whatcha Playin?
What You Playing. For those of you who don't know, this is a segment of the podcast where we go around the table and we talk about the games that we are currently playing, how we feel about them, and what we like about them.
Side note, speaking of Whatcha Playin, I was watching, this is off topic, but I was watching, I've been watching a lot of the Smosh videos lately, and they did a Make Me Laugh where they had the guy that does all those goofy videos come out.
Oh, really?
He came out and he's like, "You think this is fucking funny, Damien?" Like, everybody just fucking lost it. It was so good.
Angela, what you playing?
So since we've been gone, I
Can breathe for the first time.
Yeah.
I looked at Derek.
Well, I had candy in my mouth.
So I trekked through Cyberpunk 2077. It was quite the ride. I think I'm the only one out of all of you who's finished it.
Yeah, I haven't finished it. I actually just started getting back into
I
it.
haven't touched the game in a minute.
Yeah,
honestly.
so it was really tough. Only because, I mean, it's not a bad game. It's got a lot of bugs, but specifically on the PS5 version, there is a hard crash every hour of gameplay.
The PS4 version played on the PS5.
Yes.
Just to be specific,
Yes.
it's not a PS5
Yeah.
version. It's
Yeah,
the
the-
PS4 being emulated.
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
the
they don't have
PS5.
that even until later this year.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I had a fun time.
You had double-digit crashes.
Wow.
Like high double digit, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Because
it
I
was pretty
put
ridiculous.
80 hours into the game.
Holy shit.
Because I'm aiming to platinum it, but I've taken a break since I got to the ending, and I'm going to reload my save to see all the other endings. But since then, since taking the much needed break from Cyberpunk 2077, I have returned to my farm on Stardew Valley.
Aww.
And
It's quite a bit more enjoyable now that they've done some updates. to
Yeah,
it.
they added like a whole bunch of quality of life updates and like I don't really want to call it like DLC, but it's like end game content. Yeah, it's just a nice, relaxing farming sim.
Nice.
And
Fall Guys.
Fall Guys. I haven't played Animal
I haven't
Crossing
touched Fall
for a
Guys for a
while.
minute.
Yeah, neither have I. It's still there.
I need to get back in that.
Oh, I played and finished Bug Snacks.
Oh,
Yeah, you did.
So fun. Highly recommend. I don't think it's free anymore though, however.
Easy platinum.
No, I went and
Easy.
checked it out.
Easy platinum. So much fun though. So quirky, so just like full of life. Super different. It's like Pokemon mystery. Like
With a horror vibe to it.
yeah, with a little bit of a,
Interesting.
yeah.
That's so rad. dude.
It's awesome. Like highly recommend. I'm pretty sure it's on the Epic Games Store too.
Yeah.
What else? I think that's pretty much everything.
That's
that
pretty much it.
Playing.
Cyberpunk. And
I downloaded a bunch of games, but I haven't played them yet.
Welcome to being a gamer. You just download. You just buy. Download, and you only play like.
Well, there was a huge sale on the eShop around Christmas time, and I bought like 10 games that
There you
were
go.
like $5 each, and they're all like really highly talked about games, I guess. But yeah, so having a blast on Stardew, taking a break from Cyberpunk.
Nice.
That's all I'm playing.
Snickerdoodle? What you playing?
Hey, it's your boy.
It's your boy Snickerdoodle.
Skinny penis.
Snickerdoodle penis over here.
So, I'm still just playing the ever-loving shit out of Black Ops Cold War. Like,
Dude, you're so good at that fucking game.
Are you playing the PS4 version or on PC?
I now have PS4, PS5, and PC.
So which one are you playing right now?
Usually lately it's been PS5 and PC. because it was only you can upgrade to the PS5 version for $10.
Oh wow!
So I just
That's what Joey did. Because Joey bought it on PS4 and he's like, I'm not gonna have any games. I'm like, bitch, yeah you do.
Yeah, let me.
So I've been playing that, and for some reason I am like 1,000 times better at it on PC. I get on.
It's that frame
console,
rate, dude.
I get on console and I'm just like getting annihilated. But then we were playing on PC. I was playing with Eddie the other day, and I was just fucking. Like,
Dude, we were both like at the top, dude.
Yeah.
Like every time, like it was just us at the top too. Yeah, dude, you fucking wreck at that game. I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah, I checked my playtime, and it's like over a day.
Are you doing mouse and keyboard, or are you doing... Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow, damn.
Yeah, dude, no, he fucking, like, have you seen, like, his Twitter videos that he puts up? Those are fucking wild.
So that, and I've been trying to just kind of get everything set up and downloaded on my PS5. I got that last free game, Maneater. It's
which I have heard is fantastic.
It's a little, I don't know, it's a little rough on the edges.
Yeah.
It's like a really cool concept. Like
if you go into it expecting it's the fucking next Zelda, then you're gonna be disappointed. But if you go into it knowing like what it is, like I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, there's this guy. I can't remember what his name is, but he's like this big, huge Cajun dude, and he like has this huge vendetta against sharks, and he's just like he wants to kill all of them. And so he's
Moby
like
Dick in Shark Clan.
So he's like the Captain Ahab of the fucking bayou. And so like there's this beginning scene where it's all like filmed like a Shark Week type show, you know. The show is called Maneater, and he catches you start off as this big shark, and it as you go through the basics, and then he catches you and just fucking just guts you open, and then pulls you out, which is the infant spawn pulls you out, and then tries to kill you, but you bite him and jump in the water, and that's where you
That's when you start your vendetta against the human race.
So it gives you quests. There's this one the first one you do is where you have to.
There was a
kill
mobile
10
game
catfish.
that was like this.
Yeah.
You were the shark and you ate a bunch of swimmers.
There's a few games out like that. There's one called Deep on PC where it's a FPS multiplayer, and one group of people play as sharks, the other play as scuba divers. It's fucking really fun.
That sounds dope.
So I've been playing that, and been playing Demon Souls. I can't get enough of that game, but I can only play it for a couple hours at a time before I just drop everything.
Done. Fuck all of this.
Yeah, Cole also really rage quit a lot.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Fuck anybody that says that game is easier than the other games, because it is not.
No, it's absolutely
It is
not.
abso-fucking-lutely not.
We were talking about it before we started, and in Demon Souls, so in Dark Souls is where they introduce the bonfire checkpoints, but Demon Souls does not have those, so you have to wait until you kill a boss before your checkpoint activates, and
That's
then you go into
wild.
the next area.
That shit, I would just be fuck this.
What I found is most of the enemies are pretty easy to kill. So you can get back there, but then every once in a while you'll encounter this big motherfucker, and then that's where it takes you out.
That fucking guy in the first level where when
bridge.
you go up and then you go by that door that you can't open. It's just I think it's just a dark night or whatever. But I swear to God, dude. I swear to fucking God.
Is he the red-eyed one?
Yes.
Oh, dude, that guy is. I just avoided him.
Fuck that guy. Fuck his mom. Fuck his whole family. Fuck that guy, dude. I fucking, dude, hours of my fucking life.
I want him, I want his family, I want him dead! Every single one of them dead!
For real, though, fuck that guy,
He's
dude.
got this attack where he just puts his shield up and he charges
and
you.
runs
and if you
at
get caught, that's one hit.
I said, whoever threw that flame ball at me, your mom's a hoe.
Yeah, I swear to God. And then I tell this one kid that I'm friends with at work, I'm like, I finally got past him after fucking I swear to God it was double-digit runs. on not even a boss. He's just this random fuckhead.
Just some random dude.
I avoided him altogether, and I still ended up getting to the phalanx and beating him.
And it's not even like, there's like no fucking gratifying thing that happens when you beat him. It's just, and he doesn't even give you that many souls. It's like a fucking, like what was it, like 500 souls?
A little spook.
It's like, oh my god.
It was a tiddlywink.
Yeah. Like, I fucking wasted so much of my fucking time trying to kill this guy. And and you know how I am, I'm fucking stubborn. Like, when I can't win at something, I just, like, hit my head against the wall repeatedly until I eventually beat it. That's just the gamer that I am. And that guy really fucking tried my patience. Fuck that guy, dude.
Motherfucker.
I've got one more mission on Hitman 2 because I pre-ordered the third one.
Hitman 3?
Oh, yeah.
He got a 9.
I know, which, like, surprised me because a lot of people aren't too keen on the first 2 games.
Dude,
they just feel like more of the same, but I love them.
I love the Hitman games so much.
Dude, it's one of my favorite series. Like, the first 3 Hitman games are really hard to look at and play.
I love those games. I also, though, love giving up on those games.
I'll tell you right now, the 2 best games in that series are Hitman Blood Money and Hitman Absolution.
Absolutely. But it's just...
No, Absolution.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
It's not Hitman Absolutely. Hitman Absolutely.
Indubitably.
I love those games so much. Like, I get into them. Like, I mean, I'm like, fuck yeah. I love these fucking games.
Yeah.
These games are so rad. And then, like, after a while, I just forget they exist.
That's what I did because I finished Hitman and I was like, and I forgot that I had bought Hitman 2 from GameStop like months ago. It was like $18 and I was like, I was looking at it.
I have the steelbook for that game.
What?
I have the steelbook for that game, but I've never played it. I don't think I've ever even installed it to a PS4.
It's good. It's like, it kind of feels like an expansion of the first one, but there's like a whole new story and whole new missions, and like the story I think is really cool to follow, except I can't figure out when the fuck it takes place in the game universe, because it's like, the first game, your first training mission is like you getting introduced to Diana, the handler, and I'm like, when the fuck did these other games happen? Because that's who you're working for, and that's who you, spoiler alert, that's who you go to murder in Hitman Absolution.
Right.
Like in the beginning of the game, so I'm like, what is going on?
And did you guys watch that video that I posted? You liked it, The Last of Us, the humanity in The Last of Us.
Oh, I think I just liked it. I don't think
that's a nice thing. That's a nice thing.
Corp posted
there
something.
was humanity in it. Yes, I agree.
I appreciate
And I don't think
I appreciate it nonetheless because you're the only person that likes it. Please watch that video.
Okay.
It made me fucking cry. It's so good.
I mean, I love that game, and people that say that there was nothing deep about that game clearly either have no humanity themselves or don't understand human nature and how even if it's something that you would think would be like their modus operandi, like that doesn't change the fact that when some shit gets real, you might go a different direction.
Yeah.
Like that's the way human nature is, and it
blows my fucking mind that even after winning, they've won what? Like, what
200.
have they been saying? 200 Game of the Year awards, and there's
Over
people
200.
out there still that are just like, no.
No. I get not liking it yourself. I get having a personal opinion that it wasn't your kind of game. But these people are spewing this as hard, cold fact.
Right, like
that it was the
so-
shittiest game around.
It is
it's so
ridiculous.
stupid.
It is the dumbest fucking thing ever, yeah.
I have a whole thing I'm going to say. I'm saving it because
They say it's the worst game that they've ever played, but they clearly haven't played Mr. Mosquito.
Or the E.T. Atari.
That is a deep pull.
Right? I was hoping someone...
That is a really deep pull. Holy fuck, you pulled that out of the mid-aughts.
What about gay?
like drinking tap water at Jerry Garcia's. Fucking
Never drink tap water from Jerry Garcia's.
that fucking game sucks so bad. Yeah, I have a whole thing, because I put so much thought into that game, and spoiler alert, I think I kind of like it more than the first one now. Just off of, like, because I only played it twice, I've only seen things, like, here and there, and just, like, the level of thought and contemplation that's gone into, just in my own personal time and my own personal well-being, where I've thought about this game, and what it means to me, and what it means, and obviously, like, there's a big connection with 2020 with that game, and how, like, it wasn't really that great of an idea to sell a game about an infection during a horrible fucking plague that's killing people in our real world. But at the same time, it came out right when it needed to. And it's weeding people out. And I'll leave that little snippet for you until we get to our game of the year.
All right. Are you done with what you're playing?
I think so, playing Astro's Playroom, because it comes on your PS5, and that game is just a gem.
It's just a treat.
It truly is a love letter to the PlayStation.
I'm so excited for you to play it. I'm like all the way through. I'm so excited. You too.
I can't wait. I mean, maybe by the time we get our Daddy Biden stimulus, I'll start looking at buying.
I coined that term.
GameStop restocking tomorrow, from what articles are saying.
Well, see, because I used my last.
Eddie bought a Vita.
Goddamn right he did.
I used my last stimulus to get all my brand new snowboarding stuff.
I used mine to buy a $500 chair.
I used mine to pay bills.
I used mine to pay my rent because I'm currently unemployed.
Yeah, I am so glad I am not part of that rat race anymore, because that was just a fucking nightmare trying to find a PS5.
Well,
it's the greatest feeling
in
the entire
when you bring that fucker home, and it is, oh my god.
You pulled me into that too. We had multiple devices on all the time, just refreshing.
Well, yeah, we had so many. It's like,
you know what the funny thing is?
Sucked.
Is I spent every single day watching, like, restock streams, and then the one thing that gets me is just a telegram that's sent from nowinstock.net saying GameStop, and I was like, oh, shit, and I opened it up, and just right then and there.
By the way, there was somebody who just, like, yesterday or the day before, I think, put a PS5 on KSL Classifieds for like $950.
Yeah.
If you listen to our podcast, fucking burn in hell.
Yeah. There was one on the Tremont Classifieds.
It's probably the same person.
It was a while ago. They were like, yeah, I got one of these, and I hear that they're really popular right now, so I want to see if I can get a little bit more for it.
I can get.
And we offered him $650 for it. And
that was the highest I was going to go. I was like, my integrity will disintegrate.
You know what? $50 is okay to, like, that's a decent price to go and pay extra on, just so that you don't have to deal with constantly trying.
It was
$150. Yeah. I mean, that's more than what
he would be turning a product too.
Yeah.
See, that's a bad way of thinking, though, man, because then you're giving in to scalpers.
I mean, yeah.
Because that's exactly what I was thinking, too.
But, like, if it were like, $550 or maybe $600 at the most, I would be okay with that, just to not have to sit there and deal with trying to find
like a scalper per se, though. Like, they just sounded like they were just trying to get the most that they could get.
Right.
I saw this article that there was a guy that I guess there was a company in the UK called Game that got a bunch of new stock in, and this guy bought 2,000 of them.
Yeah.
Jesus. And what the article was saying is like, what he doesn't realize is that they go through an inventory check when everyone's purchased, so he might not even get any of those.
That's wild.
Because they have to verify, if it's like, hey, this guy just bought 2,000 of these. What should we do? They can just be like, nope,
Yeah.
Because they're pre-orders.
Fuck this.
See, and if I were them, I would give him a grand total of 0. I'd be like, no, you don't even get 1. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... Because I was kind of going through the same thing. I still am with trying to get my new fucking graphics card, which I've just given up.
Right.
At this point, I've just given up. Fuck you guys. Fuck NVIDIA. Fuck all of that shit, dude. Why in the world are you selling this thing just for it to get turned around like that? Like, the PS5 I can understand because it is a hot... It's easily the hottest item. And it's, like, kind of shaving off some of its success on the Xbox, too. And I think the other reason why people want an Xbox is because you can't get an Xbox.
Right.
You know, but these fucking graphics cards, dude, NVIDIA, with the way that they're distributing these things, fuck everything about you guys. And not only that, the fucking, like, Newegg and all these other places that it's like, yeah, you can buy it if you spend an extra $300 on this useless fucking RAM. Ooh! So it's like...
What my friend Neil did, he got into the NVIDIA Cube.
Yeah.
And he was able to... He got a 3090, and like I went over to his house and watched him play Fight Simulator, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I'm going AMD. If I can, fuck NVIDIA, dude. With all the shit that they've been doing, like trust me, I get it. They're the top dog. They're the greatest. But in terms of like their shitty practices that they're doing, where they're like selling, like they got caught scalping their own fucking product. Like,
how do you do that?
What? You know, so fuck NVIDIA. I'm going AMD all the way, and that's my CPU anyway. So, I played a.
You've already got one in your PS5, so you might as well.
Yeah, exactly. I played a fucking ton of shit. I'll tell you what. I played a lot of games. A lot of games. Man.
What are you playing now?
What am I playing now?
Yeah, because if we were doing that, we'd be here forever.
Yeah. Well. See, the thing is, I'm still playing. I got Cyberpunk on my PC because I knew my girlfriend was going to bogart the fuck out of my PS5.
No. That is not what happened, okay?
No.
We got Cyberpunk for PS5.
Yep.
And then within 2 hours, you went upstairs, bought it on your PC, and never left that room. Never. Not once.
Quit telling people my stories.
Nice try, though.
Why do you think I bought it? It's because I wasn't going to be able to play it. I wasn't. You were constantly on that game. You were constantly
for the whole 2 hours.
Sounds like she can't really play it either.
Before we even bought it, GameStop had a late delivery, and you were like, I'm just gonna walk upstairs and buy it on PC instead. You said that, and you almost did too, but then...
Because I knew... Look, this is Persona 5
let's
all
just be
over
real.
again.
Cole just didn't want to share.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, it worked out.
So why are you bitching? Why?
It's so stupid.
Bitching.
Yeah.
It worked out.
That was beautiful.
So why are you bitching?
Because it worked out.
Because you're bogarting my PS5. I want to play my PS5.
I haven't played it in so long. I've been playing my Switch.
Anyways.
Do you guys see that this Cyberpunk is like $30 right now?
Yeah.
I might have to pick it up.
It seems like it's a good price for it right now.
Honestly,
but I've been kind of going, well, I'll just wait for when I buy the PS5 and get the PS5 version.
Well, you'll get the PS5 version anyways. You'll get a free update.
Oh.
But that's not going to be for a minute.
And big updates are coming this month and next month that are apparently going to fix the game. So
yeah, I've been playing it.
Grab it.
I've been playing it, and like I've run into maybe like a few bugs.
If you've played Skyrim and Fallout, you can handle this. The only thing that is like game breaking for me is it crashes every hour for me. Yeah. But where you don't have a PS5, you won't experience
and crashing is not a thing on the older consoles.
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean it is, but
like
it's not.
1 to 2 times, but not every hour.
Pro or just a regular PS4?
Just a regular.
Like
the
base.
You have a base PS4.
You might want to hang on.
Ooh, that's interesting.
So wait, is it the PS Slim or is it the base?
No, his is the base PS, the angular PS4.
maybe don't get it just
So
yet.
buy it at this
I
price.
could still just buy it.
Well,
I would buy it at this
know,
price.
Yeah.
And it's been like there have been fixes, and like I said, there are going to be even more fixes. We have a patch imminent any day now, where eventually it's gonna be really good.
I might as well go grab it.
It's going to be really interesting, though, because that means that every one of us is playing it on a different PlayStation console. You're going to be playing it on base. You're playing it on a newer Slim. You played it on your...
No, I'm playing it on a Pro.
Yeah, he's playing
that's right. You're playing it on a base Pro.
Yeah.
You played it on your... I guess that would be a base Pro, too.
I downloaded it onto the PS5. I just haven't started it up.
Okay, but you played the majority of your time on the PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
And then we've been playing it on... I've been playing it on PC. You've been playing it on PS5.
all different.
We're literally... the only thing that we're missing is Xbox.
We're like a fucking focus group right now.
Pretty much.
Well, they didn't take the time to fucking focus on it.
They didn't even have a focus group.
Right.
No, they didn't.
I really love it.
I did too.
I played the fuck out of it. I have 30 hours into it. I still want to go back into it. I hit the desert, and I remember thinking, like, I just don't want to play this anymore. And it really sucks because, like, I hit multiple strides, man. That game has peaks and valleys to a fucking another level.
Yeah.
Because I would go through and I was like, I am just not feeling this at all. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my god, this is so much fun.
Yeah. No, I get it. No, I get it too, because like I'll go through like a couple of missions and I'll be like, oh yeah, no, this is great. This is fucking awesome. This is cool. This is great. Okay, I'm done with this now. Like, just like from one moment to the next, like it'll be super fun. And then I'm just like, okay, well, I'll just put it away for now.
You know, and
my point of like getting sucked in was the whole Pan Am story arc.
Yeah, the Pan Am story arc is great, but I love.
I can't wait to fuck Pan Am.
Oh, dude,
she is not letting me hit it, bro.
Dude,
I'm trying, bro.
She didn't let me either.
Let me just tell you.
But I gotta fuck Judy, and you guys didn't.
See, and that was one of them.
I got with Pan Am, and it's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Like,
She blow your mind.
She friends zoned me so hard.
Yeah, no, I've been. Oh my god, I've been trying to hit it.
I was watching the scene, and I was just like, "Ooh."
Yeah, I don't know, and I know my game is glitched because I didn't get any Judy stuff, like, at all. I didn't get Judy's side quests. Judy doesn't call me. Nothing.
Yeah, mine either.
Judy wants nothing to do with me. And I'm like...
It's because you got a dick between your legs.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, though, I should still be able to get her fucking side quest.
What if it was like a little dick? Would she then be like, alright?
I did choose the little dick.
She's a lesbian. She's.
I did choose the little dick. Yeah, when I was customizing my dick, yes, I chose the little dick. I was like,
are you circumcised or uncircumcised?
I am circumcised.
Little pee-pee energy?
No, it's crazy. That's one of my friends, she calls it the dick game. Because they're like, her son plays it or whatever. So she like walks up to her son.
I never.
She's like, "Are you over there playing the dick game?" Like, oh, he's on.
I never got to experience the dick through the pants glitch, and I'm very sad.
So my glitch was every time I looked in the mirror, my character loaded in with no clothes.
Some of the glitches, man, like, how can you hate on it? Because it's so fucking funny.
It's kind of like the glitch with Fallout 76, where I would come in and it would just be my head.
Yeah.
Like, my head would just be floating around. I loved that
It never happened to me.
It was my favorite thing.
My fucking favorite glitch is when you're riding on a motorcycle and all of a sudden you're just T-posing naked on top of your fucking bike. How can you hate on this game, dude? It's the greatest game ever.
I was watching my friend Neil play on his new rig with the 3090. And
I can only fucking...
He's got a Samsung 7 series as his monitor, like, in front of him, like 50 inches. And he's just playing, and he gets in one of his cars, and he starts driving. And then all of a sudden, some random person just, like, their head just pops up to the top of the car. I was like, where did you get them? Like, what's going on?
So
why can you hate? How can you hate on that? That's so funny.
Whenever I would ping nearby enemies and they would show me them through the walls, there would always be a few in the distance that were just T-posing. And I would just laugh so hard every time.
Like I said, man, it's fucking peaks and valleys because there were so many times where that fucking battle music kicks in and it's like bam, 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 and you're just fucking gunning people down with your overpowered pistol, and it's like this is fucking amazing.
Dude, when
this is really good.
Dude, when Pan Am gives you that fucking sniper rifle.
Oh, I have never not had that on me.
Dude, that fucking sniper rifle is amazing.
I scrapped it. Because I got a way better one.
Yeah, but I feel like your game kind of glitched in a way that was a benefit because you had some really overpowered weapons.
Yeah.
Your fucking vibrator thing that you got.
The dildo sword?
I got the dick sword. It was awesome.
Insanely powerful.
Well, and I scrapped that one too. And
Mine was
I'm actually,
1/3.
I'm actually really sad that I scrapped it, but I have a katana now that's like 8 times more powerful.
Dude, I started off with that katana that you get for pre-ordering or whatever, and that was cool for a minute. Right now, I have a butcher knife.
Oh, yeah.
And that butcher knife is like, it kills everything.
I also have a bat.
Dude,
that
I had
really
I had the katana too, and then later on I picked up a little knife that was way more damage than the katana, and I'm like,
yeah. And then you're just sitting there like fucking
oh my god,
Ginsu knifing the shit
when
out
you're
of
just like running and fucking ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Oh my god, dude, it's so good. Quickly switch to your pistol. Pow, pow, pow. Oh, dude. Peaks and valleys.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Peaks and valleys.
Pull out the katana and just give him a little
Again, peaks and valleys. Because while I'm having a fucking blast doing that, I'm also like, oh, it's over.
Well, the tough thing is that there's a lot of side quests that like are super boring, and then there's a lot of side quests that are like, oh my gosh, this should be main story. Like, this is so interesting.
That's a staple of CD Projekt.
What is it like?
That's like all over The Witcher too.
What is that? That one racing side quest. I don't know if you guys have done that.
The Beast.
Yeah, the Beast in Me.
Claire.
Yeah, the Beast in Me. I thought that was such a great storyline.
See, and I have no idea what you're talking about.
Total bitch to me.
Was she?
Yeah.
No, she was always like, "Thank you, V. You're the best."
No,
ever.
at the end she was like, nope.
No, that door was locked.
Well, because I mean, she's a dude. Claire's a dude.
Was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I finally figured out how to. I know I'm going to sound like a total moron, but I finally figured out how to change my DPI settings on my mouse. So I'm like really excited to go back.
Did you just randomly push the arrow?
No. My Logitech mouse has to have the software to do it.
Gotcha.
So I have to like go in and like manually do everything.
See, my wireless Mamba, you just push the arrow and it changes it.
So it does that now, but it didn't do it.
Oh.
And like, you know how there's also like the button that you can push to like mega slow down your DPI?
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to do that, but it didn't do it. For some reason I had to download the software for the G Hub for my Logitech mouse. So now, because that was my only problem with Cyberpunk, is I was like switching off between using controller, and you know, like, my rig isn't small, man. Like, my shit's like $2,000, and that's before I buy my fucking graphics card. So, like, it ain't no fucking slouch, and it's got a really good graphics card in there, a 1080 GTX. So, like, it's got some meat. Okay?
Yeah.
This thing can handle. But at the same time, like, I'm really struggling with Cyberpunk because I can get like 55 frames, but I'm only on like low. And I'm like, that doesn't seem right because I can play Gears on high and get crisp 120 frames. So I'm sitting here thinking like, what's the fucking difference here? I get it's an open world and everything, but like I've got the RAM, I've got a really good CPU. It doesn't make any sense why my game is running this bad. And so I keep thinking, like, it's gotta be just an optimization thing. And so I'm waiting for those patches to come out and make the game better, and then I'm gonna really jump in and finish that game. I'm also gonna buy the PS5 version, because it's a stupid easy platinum. So I'm really excited. And playing with mouse and keyboard on that game is a fucking game changer. I can't even imagine going through the menus with a fucking analog stick.
I actually, I got a PC version of it through some unscrupulous means.
Oh.
The high seas, if you will.
Yes, exactly.
If you will.
I will.
And, yeah, like, the only thing, I started a game as a new character, because I was already playing the Corpo, and I started, I think, as the Street Kid.
Street Kid is the only way to go, man.
Dude, that's what I started with.
I'm going to do Corpo next if I do a full playthrough.
Yeah, same here.
But I was playing and I was like, okay, yeah, this is way better. And then I started getting the vehicles and I was like,
Yeah.
I bought all the vehicles. I got them all. I have them all.
You bought them all?
I bought them all. Every single one. Do you want to see?
Keep in mind, she also used the money glitch.
No.
Yeah, you fucking did. Why are you lying?
Late game.
Are you?
Late.
Who are you trying to fucking fool? I know you did.
Late.
It wasn't late game. Don't try to No, don't do that shit.
Are you calling me a liar?
I am. You're
Why is that such a big deal to you? Why are you calling me a liar?
Because you're Fallout 4ing this fucking game. You might as well have not even played it at all.
I played it more than you, though. I finished it. You shelved it.
She said you ain't got no nipple.
No nipples till you have a
Hang
bitch.
on.
Long titty,
No
no
titty, no
nipple.
nipple having bitch.
2 + 2, not know what the fuck it is, bitch.
Auto jock.
you better mind your damn motherfucking business.
I bought all of them. And actually, my game crashed immediately after getting this trophy, and then I logged back in, and then the most expensive truck wasn't paid for again because my game crashed. And so I was like, I could just keep that money.
Did you at least get the Caliburn car?
I rebought it. Yes, I got all of the cars.
I
rebought
know you
it.
said you bought all the cars, but that
Yes.
one you don't have to buy.
Yeah, I got the Caliburn and and I found it by
Is
mistake.
it called a Caliber?
Caliburn.
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 Yeah.
Thank God.
Anyway, what else are you playing? Giant ass tangent.
Long titty, no nipple
I'm
having
going to go back into it because I just feel like that game is at home on PC.
Mhm.
Like it really is. But God, I've been playing a ton of shit. Steam sales. That's a game in itself. Is Steam sales, right?
No,
I spent like
play every
$400
year.
fucking dollars on just Steam games, man, because those sales are disgusting.
This winter one wasn't the greatest. Like I didn't see a lot that I was kind of interested in, but boy howdy, when summer rolls around,
That's bad, huh?
that's the sale,
Wow.
and
I still need
that's
to buy.
that's when Back for Blood comes out.
I still need to buy Phasmophobia, and we all need to get on it. Have you gotten it, Phasmophobia?
No, I haven't yet. It's what on the PC?
Mm.
How much is it?
It's not.
$15.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not expensive.
I'm just getting the telegram that GameStop will have
Yep,
a
there you go.
limited number of PS5.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Telegram? Is this?
It's
It's a
messaging
QAnon.
app.
QAnon.
It wasn't until recently.
QAnon, no.
Not my beloved Telegram!
No, on nownstock.net, they have it set up for you to download this app called Telegram, and then you customize your alerts, and it will just send you a message whenever shit comes available.
So you
You
should
picked
do
my
it
telegram
with
up
your-
in broad daylight and you scratched it.
When the fuck
And
did we get
also-
ice cream?
The Ringer.
What the fuck did
You can also
The Ringer is one of the best movies ever, and that's
really
my line.
Also, you can plan your insurrections on Telegram too.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, you can.
Speaking of Insurrection, that's also another PC game I've been playing. Have you played that game at all?
No.
Insurgency?
Oh, Insurgency.
Yeah.
Yeah, the really tactical shooter.
Good God, that game makes my butthole pucker. Dude, it's crazy.
It's not like any other shooter.
It
I've
is
ever played.
fucking crazy, especially on PC, because you die in like pretty much 2 hits.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
It's like hyper realistic.
Bro,
Wow.
it's fucking ridiculous. And my friend at work that helped me build my PC, he's so into it. He's like, "Oh yeah, man."
Dude, it's got a big. It's a niche game, but it's got a big big following of those people that play it.
So speaking on how you're fucking murdering it on Cold War, I'm destroying on Gears 5.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's just because it's double the frame rate, and I'm just hitting shots that I wasn't able to hit before.
Oh yeah, I'm running like 80 to 90 frames on Cold War.
Bro,
Like,
I am fucking yucky good at Gears 5 on PC. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yucky good.
I've been playing a bunch of shit on PC. I've finally been playing Half-Life. I've been doing I bought the Black Mesa.
Don't get me started on how stupid I think it is that fucking Alex is VR only.
Yeah, that's really
Hey, how stupid do you think it is that Alex is VR only?
Fucking stupid.
Listen.
I can't even play it.
You got me started!
Listen. Yeah, it's a bunch of PC stuff. I'm a big PC dude guy now, I guess.
Hashtag PCMR.
Yeah, I haven't really even touched my PC in the last couple.
Now when people comment on
Any
on
bitches
PS5
that I play
stuff,
on the PS5.
Cole's gonna jump in and be like, just build a PC.
If you're thinking about buying an Xbox, please don't. Just buy a PC. Just build a PC.
That's where it's
please.
acceptable to say.
Yeah, that's where
If
it
you're
makes
thinking
sense.
about buying a PS5, please buy a PS5 because it's definitely worth it, and there's a whole catalog of games, especially considering it's backwards compatible with PS4. Please buy a PS5. But if you're thinking about buying an Xbox, if you
Don't
want to
buy
play
Xbox.
Halo, or you want to play Gears, you want to play any of these games, please don't. Just build a PC. It's better.
But if you have a PC and you still want to play Game Pass like me, then maybe get an Xbox. Maybe get the S.
It's not a bad idea. Like if you get like an S.
Because
that's pretty much
because
it.
PC Game Pass has different games than console Game Pass, is what I've discovered.
Yeah. There's reason to pay for it. But also just my Vita. I've been playing the fuck out of my Vita. I platinumed the original Ratchet and Clank, which was just a blast to play.
Nice.
I'm kind of bummed because I started playing the Jak and Daxter collection today, and that game runs at like maybe 15 frames per second. And it sucks really bad. Apparently, there's a way you can overclock your Vita's CPU to make it so you're actually running that game at 60. I didn't even know that panel
It's like
was
a handheld PS5.
Yeah, I didn't know that thing was capable of doing 60, but apparently
Wait, so you can
overclock
your
the
PSP then?
Yeah. I
It's like
hacked
putting a turbo on a Volkswagen.
On a
Did you
Honda
see
Civic.
there's a video that went out where a group of modders and overclockers were able to, they had a PC running and they were cooling the GPU with liquid nitrogen.
It's Gamer's Nexus.
And they got Doom Eternal to run at 1,000 frames per second.
What the fuck?
If they were just standing there, it was 1,000.
Cooling their shit with liquid nitrogen.
When they started moving, it dropped to still like 800 frames per second.
Wow.
But it was like, they had to constantly pour like liquid nitrogen on it because they had to keep it that cold no matter what.
That shit's so cool to me, dude.
Oh, God. So good.
I'm like, I can barely tell the difference between 60 to 120 frames, so like, I there's no way I could tell the difference, but it's still cool. Yeah, I platinumed Ratchet and Clank. I'm probably gonna platinum the other two that's in that collection because those games are so much fun. Those old PS2 like mascot war games were
We got a
so
new
much
one
fun.
coming out
Dude, yeah,
I bought
stoked.
the Ratchet and Clank pops at GameStop.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
hell yeah. Ratchet and Clank is slept on, bro. They're so great.
I forgot to tell you that I already have the pop that you bought me for Christmas.
Oh, do you?
But I put it in the room where I work, so...
Well, because I don't know if I have the receipt still. Because I just figured you would have already told me.
I just forgot. But it works out because I just got it in my home office, if you will.
Right.
With your Keurig.
With my Keurig. I have a little coffee station set up.
Got the K-Cups? You want the K-Cups? I got the K-Cups.
I got the K-Cups, I got the G-Cups, and it looks like you could use some D-Cups.
Where were we?
Your Vita. That you've been playing your Vita.
I platinumed 2 other indie games, Abraxia, which is fucking amazing. It's just like a Galaga game.
Yeah. I started playing
so
that.
much fun. The second one comes out on February 3rd.
On the February.
Can't fucking wait. The game's gonna be dope. Also, Twin Breaker, which is Colin Moriarty's game. It's fucking amazing. Such a fun platinum. And then Danganronpa.
Yeah.
I fucking love that game.
Dude, I don't know which one to download.
Trigger Happy Havoc.
Okay, that's the one I did.
That is the first game in the Danganronpa series.
That's the one that I downloaded.
And then Danganronpa 2, pretty cut and dry. And then there's V3. Those are the 3 games. There's also like Despair Girls, Ultra Despair Girls. That's like a different timeline shit. And then I think there's one other, but yeah, those are the 3 main ones. Please play Trigger Happy Havoc. That game is so fucking cool. Just a visual novel with like, it's a murder mystery type deal. I can't even say anything to spoil it, because and it's also available on PS4. Definitely should fucking play those games.
I saw that you put a few hours in Doki Doki.
I need to return to that game, because that game is unsettling as fuck from the jump. I remember thinking, and I'm like, I know, because I got spoiled on it, obviously. I know, like, the main death. But, like, I think I need to return to that game because it is just unsettling as fuck.
It does take a few playthroughs to romance and see what happens to all the girls, but, like, one playthrough is, like, 4.5, 5 hours tops.
Yeah. It's like an Undertale thing. Yeah, I do plan on returning to that. I might actually.
Just thinking about it.
Yeah, that game is fucked. That game is mega fucked.
I don't know if I could even like go back and play it now after
exactly. I can't even imagine.
But yeah, I would recommend that to anybody that has a PC.
We hacked our Vitas. I really love that thing. It's so great. And Sony really fucked up with that thing. You made it, which is great.
Wait, so you're telling me this whole time
I would come on the spot.
This whole time there has been an adapter you can put a regular fucking SD card into?
That's what we did, yeah. It's called SD to Vita.
Dude, that's the whole reason I got rid of my shit is because I couldn't use a fucking SD card.
I have a 256 gigabyte card in there, and he has a 128. And it's like literally the easiest thing ever.
Look at his face.
Aww.
Did you pay for yours?
130.
Okay.
Let's fucking go. Daddy Biden.
Yeah, boy, bring it over. Let's fucking hack it, dog. Yeah, boy.
Be the island, baby.
I'm moving in.
I'm not fucking leaving.
I did have one kind of thing that is kind of newsworthy that I think it's just bizarre. So there was a website called Super 5 that decided, hey, we're going to sell these limited edition black-plated 20th anniversary PS5s.
Oh, yeah.
So
and
they had the which I thought was cool because the PS5 button, the home button, was the original colors of the PlayStation logo, and it was black, and it had like the PS20 little blue sticker on the bottom. So we're just like, naturally, this is fucking cool.
Yeah.
So release day comes, and they just started to claim that they were getting threatened. So they shut their fucking website down, and they're still in the process of like refunding everybody, and this was like middle of the month.
Yeah, that was an interesting situation because why are they getting death threats? That doesn't make any sense.
Like,
are they getting death threats because someone was like, "I'm gonna kill you if you don't make enough"? Like,
well, it sounded like it was actually going to happen, and the only thing I can see them getting threats for is if like they're just not fulfilling it, which they are not fulfilling, and because of those. Right. But they were also charging like a couple, 100 or 200 more for it because it was a special edition.
Right.
But and the weird thing is that the controller was disassembled or deconstructed, so they voided the controller warranty, but they're like, we're pretty sure you can still get warranty work done on the console if you need it. And I'm like, that's pretty sure is a big word.
Yeah, that's
a no-go for me.
So that's all I've been playing. Caution though with those DualSense controllers. Apparently they're breaking like crazy.
I've heard that.
So just be really careful.
That's what I've heard.
Don't drop them or anything. Because I've dropped my DualShocks, my DualShock 4s from my PS4. I don't know how many times, and they were always those controllers are like fucking indestructible.
Except for mine.
Until you introduce water, because they fucking fry the shit out of them. But like we have hard floors, and we've dropped constantly, and I'm terrified it's going to happen in the DualSense. Yeah. But just word of caution.
Do they know about it? Like, can you send them in to get fixed, or fuck?
As far as I know. Derek, what you playing?
I mean, like I was saying earlier, I went ahead and buckled down and played me some Miles Morales, which was awesome.
Great game.
I do want to go back, though, and actually play the side missions and do all that. But, and then I've been getting down on WoW like normal.
Of course.
They've got a lot of different stuff going on. There's this area right now, so pretty much like this expansion is one of like the person who kind of turns into the big bad basically decides to break the world pretty much and starts pulling in all of this stuff from like hell basically. I mean it's kind of like the land of the dead is sort of coming in on you. So there's this area that you can go to called the Maw, which is pretty much like perdition sort of purgatory sort of thing.
Sorry, I burnt the shit out of my coil. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So like it's this purgatory sort of area, and it's kind of like souls all over the place, but it's so obnoxious because you can't mount up there, so you just have to walk everywhere. But like there's a little event where you can get a mount that specifically works in that area, and then there's also this little tower run sort of thing that you can do that once you get to the highest level of it and you complete it, you will get a mount there too. Okay. So I finally got the mount for the Maw, one of the mounts for the Maw. Nice. And so it's so much less obnoxious. Like it's so much better now. Okay. But everything else...
Did you say it's less obnoxious?
Yes. Yes. Everything else is, great. I've been having a blast still playing it. And cool. It's definitely the best expansion in years. Really? Yeah. Good. Absolutely. A couple other interesting things that I forgot to mention earlier about upcoming things is we didn't talk about the Star Wars open world game.
No, we didn't.
We didn't talk about that.
Or how Lucasfilm's games is a thing again.
Yeah.
No shit.
And
fucking Indiana Jones too.
And there's an Evil Dead game that is coming out as well.
Oh yeah, they showed that on the Game Awards.
Yeah. Which I'm excited about both of those. I would love to play a Star Wars open world game.
Little concerned that it's Ubisoft.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
I don't know. I just personal grudge. I just fucking hate Ubisoft.
Yeah, it's a fun
I just
experiment.
think that their games are so fucking bland, and if anything's gonna put a shot in the veins of Ubisoft, it'd be Star Wars. Yeah. What's interesting though is that EA lost the licensing agreement. Mm-hmm. Or I guess they didn't really lose it. They didn't re-up. Disney was like, hey, you put out 4 games and 3 of them are fucking duds. Yeah. Well, I guess that's more 2 of them are duds because those 2 Battlefront games, man, they were fucking rough.
And then you got Squadrons and what's the other one? Fallen Jedi, which are both great games.
Yeah, it's very big news. Yeah. Very big news.
We also have the Resident Evil 7 showcase or 8 showcase.
It's not just a Resident Evil showcase. It's a Resident Evil showcase. They're showing off. They were teasing something Resident Evil 4.
Oh yeah,
they teased something on fucking Twitter, dude. They teased something.
I saw that. Dude, I'm gonna be
if they fucking reveal.
I'm gonna
be
at work.
Doing a remake.
And I'm pulling up that on my second work screen.
If they fucking reveal Resident Evil 4 remake tomorrow, I'm gonna cream on the spot.
Well,
dude, I'm gonna cry, piss my pants, and come at the same time.
Well, it's I think it's cool, but
piss and come.
I do remember.
I will if they announce it.
I do remember you saying that you don't think that it would ever be needed.
It's definitely not.
We all said that a while ago.
Yeah, it doesn't mean we wouldn't fucking play it.
Yeah. So I just want to know how you guys really feel because you went one way and now you're going
necessary that I drink very accurately. He's gonna cry, piss his pants, and come, and that's how I feel.
Shit and sneeze and cough.
I think I'm the
every bodily function,
every hole.
Yeah. I think I'm the odd man out. I would much rather have that instead of the Resident Evil 8. in the way that we're getting Resident Evil 8. Like, I'm excited to play that game for sure, but like, god damn, the remakes for 2 and 3 were so good.
So good, dude.
So good. And so I'm sitting here thinking, like, how the fuck are they going to make 4? Because 4 really, really revitalized that series in a way that...
It's like when we were talking about it...
Or even if they just make a remastered.
Because we were talking about it when we were... a long time back, when we were talking about, like, the Netflix stuff that's supposed to come out. And I remember saying, like, if they just took the gameplay from Resident Evil 4 and just gave it the RE engine upgrade and just didn't touch anything, then it would be amazing.
So I'm thinking that I think they're gonna do that because they're smart. Because for some reason Capcom just got smart out of nowhere. They just started making bangers. Like,
maybe it's just because of how dumb everyone else has gotten.
Probably.
You know?
I don't know. I'm really interested to see. And like, are we gonna have like RE2 model Leon in there, or are we gonna get? Because like, those are 2 completely different fucking people. In my eyes, like.
Oh no, they are.
Like, RE2 Leon and RE4 Leon are completely fucking different. He went from virgin to Chad, like, real fast. So it's...
He went from virgin to Chad, who has never taken an acting class in his life.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, I haven't...
Your right hand comes up?
I really haven't been playing much other than that, because I've just... Ever since the election, like, I've been glued to the fucking news. Because, like, so much bonkers-ass shit has happened since then. I'm scared of missing something.
Say what you will. I'm gonna miss Kofefe. I'm gonna miss moments like Kofefe.
I will not. I mean, I'm like,
I'm ready for a little bit of boring.
They said it on the news. Somebody, like, literally said, like, boring, like, that's the new exciting. Like, that's what I want. Like, that's what will make me happy, is just, like, for insane shit not to be going on every day. Because, like, that's the thing, like, during this whole, last 4 years, every time you wake up, it's like, all right, let's see what crazy shit happened before I woke up today.
It's like a couple things I was going to say. It's like that Patton Oswalt joke where he's like, normally I wake up, I check my Twitter, I check my email, I get my feet on the ground, but now I wake up, I check my email, and this is how I check Twitter now.
Just looking away from your phone.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I'm so ready for boring.
The thing that still, I mean... Like, I wasn't 100% shocked to hear about this, but I was kind of, but then I was like, no, it makes sense, is the guitar player for a band called Iced Earth was at the Capitol. And he's wanted on multiple accounts by the FBI, and I'm just like, it surprises me, but it doesn't. Like, I don't know. And the whole band is just like, we don't fucking want anything to do with them anymore.
Eddie?
What are you playing?
What you playing?
Playing a few things.
All right, moving on.
Of course, I'm playing Cyberpunk, aka the Dick Game, and I love that. I like I said, I enjoy it, but there are times where I just fall off of it.
Right.
That's whatever. I got back into Animal Crossing. Actually, I restarted a new island. Okay. And my sister has just been helping me because my sister's got like 1,200 hours into
Jesus Christ.
Like if you go look at her account, it's like 1,260 something hours. Yeah. So she's like, she gave me all the money to upgrade my house. She's given me like every fossil. She's given me like, she's given me this like leg up. So like,
so you're getting the Donald Trump version.
So you're getting carried.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
A small loan of $1 million.
Yeah. A small loan of $1 million.
Yeah. So like, my sister's carrying me through this, and like, I'm having a lot more fun now because like I can get to all the things that I want. So now, when I'm able to get to like terraforming, I'm going to turn my island into 3 sections, and one part of the island is going to have the X Mansion, the other part of the island is going to be Gotham City, and the other part of the island is going to be Metropolis.
It's so good.
Hell yeah!
So
you'll have to show me.
I don't think I've fallen off of a game harder.
I paid $60 for that game.
He played it for like maybe a total of 5 hours.
For what I did, though, well, because I fell off because FF7 came out. Because, like, the world stopped fucking turning when that game came out, so I dropped everything. But I did enjoy what I played in that game. I just remember being, like, stressed. And I'm like, I shouldn't be stressed playing this game. That seems really weird.
It's probably because I kept saying, hey,
you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this.
This is the one day, and you need to be caught up with everybody else, so this is what you gotta do
it was
next
very
day.
obnoxious.
So, like, it becomes a chore at that point. Yeah.
Well, that's what it is.
Well, no, I know, but...
It's, you're a city builder, so
right.
It's chores.
I can't wait to boot that game back up and go through the graveyard of every dead villager. Because you know that they were always...
They don't die.
They do. They're all dead. Like, their decaying corpses are, like, littered everywhere.
So what they do, actually, if you've been gone for, like, more than a month, they'll be like, it's been so many days since I last saw you, and it's like an accurate count.
I love it. I can't wait.
So yeah, I've been doing that. I also playing Cold War, and I'm really loving that. What else?
It's so much better than
it really is. It really is, dude. Like that game, like is so much.
I played the beta, and I was kind of just like, oh, okay. And then like it was on sale on Battle.net on PC for like $40, and I was like, all right, let's do this. And I started playing it, and I was just like, how is this game this fun?
You know, yeah. Also, I'm playing Hades on the Switch.
Yeah, you are.
Dude, I made it. I almost made it past Hades, like, once, and that should bothered the fuck out of me that I couldn't get past it.
Let me tell you something. You need to beat that game, like, 4 times to see the true ending.
Really?
Yeah. Have you had a chance to use the gauntlets?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh. Dude, my favorite is the trident. The
I
spear.
kick ass with the trident.
I like the bow and arrow.
The spear and the shield are my like go-tos.
Really?
Yeah. What else am I playing? I bought Tetris Effect.
Yeah, you did.
On the PS4, dude.
Of course you did.
That game is such a cool, like, it's so just cool. Like, if you were on acid, you would love that game.
Have you taught him how to do, it's not airplay, but you can play, play your PS4 on your Vita?
The remote play.
Yeah.
I
tried that when I had mine, and
it's not great.
Really hard because the back those are the R2 or whatever.
Bro, there were 2 trophies in the Ratchet and Clank collection that I had to use the back touch for. I was really upset. I was very upset. Because, the whole time we finally watched through, what the fuck is it called? Jason Bateman.
Ozark,
and it was so good!
Yeah, we finally, COVID, we just binged the fuck out of that show. And the whole time I was doing that, I was doing my second playthrough and trophy cleanup on Ratchet and Clank. Bro, the hoverboard sections of that fucking game, you have to do these crazy tricks, and you have to use the back touch for the Vita. I swear to God. The person that did the back touch on the back of the Vita needs to be shot in both kneecaps and then golfed to fucking death. Fuck that guy, dude. Fuck that person.
I've also been playing Mutant Year Zero on the PS4.
How is that?
I love that game.
That game
really
is hard.
It's hard as fuck. It's hard as fuck, but it's so satisfying when you do.
Hard as fuck, boy.
But it is a really fun game. It's just one of those strategy tactical games or whatever. Okay. But it's super fun, and the story behind it is super cool.
It's got a nice quality of life to it. The characters are pretty fun.
What else? And then my Vita, just playing all the shit on my Vita, Need for Speed Most Wanted, and Jet Set Radio.
Where did you get that from?
I need to pick
Jet Set Radio.
No, game back.
The Vita, I got it on eBay. Was it eBay?
Media.
Yeah. It was on eBay.
You got a mega fuck you package.
Yeah.
You got the original box, the original Japanese promotion shit on the inside.
Yeah, no, it was almost near mint.
And you only paid $10 more than I did.
Mm-hmm. It was amazing. And
I forgot a honorable mention playing, but I got sucked back into Fire Emblem again.
Oh God,
I need to get back into that game. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm playing. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep. Weird. Well, that concludes our very long episode.
About time for me to get home to the missus.
That sexy white black lady. Ooh.
Mixed race.
Nice little mulatto baby.
Mulatto butts. Mulatto butts.
As always, you can find us on social media.
On Facebook at the Nerd Corporation, a podcast.
On Twitter and Instagram at Nerdcore Podcast. Give me a second.
Or you can shoot us an email at nerdcorepodcast@gmail.com.
And if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search the Nerd Corporation and look out for our green NC logo.
And if you're looking to lie about Angela's behavior like Cole does, subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/Nerdcore Podcast. Several tiers of loot to have access to, from stickers and shirts to extra episodes and bonus content. We'd like to thank our patrons. First, our Nerd Corporate backers, Glenn the Sip and Fillmore McLaurin. And our nerd financial investors, Miss Marie and Kim Nichols. If you can't support us on Patreon, please consider supporting us on PayPal, paypal.me/Nerdcore Podcast. We want to have the best loot, the best merch, the best equipment, and that's how you help us do that.
And don't forget to rep the Corp by buying some of our shit.
On TeePublic.
TeePublic.
TeePublic.com, search the Nerd Corporation. You can get shirts, masks, mugs,
stickers,
tapestries, like
strap-ons.
Yeah.
Dildos.
All of them.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Thingamajiggers and who's the what's its?
See, then it would
Galore.
be more like the Brrr Corp.
Nerd Corp go brrr.
So for the Nerd Corporation, my name is Eddie Lyon.
I'm Cole Simper.
I'm Derek Reese.
I'm Nick Lewis.
And I'm Angela Wooden.
Keep it nerdy, y'all.
Bye.
God damn it. Nerd Corporation.